So thank you. Have you started this?
Yep, so it's
Okay.
just recorded, so, you know, well,
Ladies,
obviously all this...
ladies and gentlemen, we're here with one of the wrestling greats. It's me, Howard Cosell. Yes, I'm still dead, but I'm glad to be here with Milo. Milo, tell us about yourself.
Wait a minute, are we supposed
Well,
to be talking...
time's up for Milo.
This is the Milo Beasley Show. This is the Milo Beasley Show. There's only one thing you need to know. This is the Milo Beasley Show. And now, here's your host, Milo Beasley.
What's up, baby? What are we talking about?
Yeah, so welcome to the Milo Beasley Show. Doot. That's my little thingy.
Good.
I don't have music, so that's all I got. We're hanging out here at Florida SuperCon. My guest this week, Terry McGovern. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. This is a whole new life for me. I got a call back in January of this year from a couple of guys. Neary would call, and then Chris would call, Neary Lemus and Chris Saga, and they were badgering me, I felt, about, hey, you did Launchpad McQuack. I said, so what? That was 30 years ago. And he said, that's okay, the character is still timeless, and he's very popular. So after a while, I consulted with my two boys, and they said, yeah, get out of town once in a while, Dad. Move it. And I did. This is my fourth con.
Awesome.
And I'm thrilled and delighted with what's basically a new career, and I love it.
Yeah, and you get to meet a ton of people.
Ton of
who
great
just
people.
Come back and want to relive their childhood and see Launchpad. Like that's, you know, it's a character.
It's very moving. It's really the last one in Sacramento. A big man came up to me. I mean, he was very large, and he had the most gentle voice. And it turned out he's a former retired master sergeant in the Army, but he had this gentle voice, and he said, "You helped save my life." And I said, I thought it was a joke at first. He said, no, when I was a kid, I got bullied. I said, you weren't big. He said, yeah, I was big, but I was gentle. And so everybody took advantage of me. I felt a lot like Launchpad. I'm telling you, he almost had me in tears.
Wow.
It was beautiful. Heavy. And people just come up and say, well, you know, you're part of my childhood. And it's wonderful.
When filming, when first filming and doing the character of Launchpad, did you think that this character would have a life 30 years after?
No, as I said, it came as a total and complete shock to me. I had no idea that, quite honestly, I wasn't really sure what Comic-Cons were. I mean, I knew the basic definition of what one is, but I'd never been to one, I'd never seen one. And I didn't think there was any place for me in them. So along come Celebworks, that's my agency, and Chris and Neary are the guys. They're the sweetest young guys.
Absolutely.
And they, you work with them.
Yep, absolutely.
And they're very respected. And they brought me to now my fourth con. I've got another 5 for 2019. And I'm going to keep on doing it. And you know what else it did for me, Milo? It got me over my fear of flying.
Oh, you had a fear of flying?
Well, I hadn't flown in years.
Okay.
You know, they had to start the props when and so now I'm flying, and I'm fairly comfortable.
So so this is your fourth one, and obviously you've met like the name of names. You worked on Star Wars. You worked with Disney Studios, but has there been anybody who you've like finally been able to, like, that you've been able to meet, that you've kind of like fanboyed up, like, oh my God, that's, I mean, you know, like once you hang out with George Lucas though, you know.
Yeah, and you don't so much hang with George. George is he wouldn't be a hostile witness, but he would be a reluctant witness in any case. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. And he, I did 3 movies for him. I did voices on THX 1138, which became his brand. And then he brought me in to do the disc jockey on American Graffiti.
Right.
And I, being young and very full of myself, I was on the radio at the time, And I said, George, why would I play a disc jockey? I already am one. And everybody else in the room went, oh, geez, oh, God, get him out of here. He didn't blink. He said, all right, audition him for the teacher. And I got the teacher role, and as it turned out, they got Wolfman Jack to play the DJ. So sometimes being a little brassy can pay off. And you don't get the feeling you're with a genius when you're around George.
Okay.
He's kind of, I think basically he's kind of shy.
Just, oh, okay, so.
And all the actors have talked about him being reluctant to make comments. Even Harrison Ford said, he'd give you a direction, say action, and then you wouldn't hear anything. And he'd say, oh, that was terrific. It's his favorite word. Let's do some more. And when he's got what he wants, he just walks away.
Huh. Yeah.
That's okay. He knows what he's doing. He's pretty confident.
But yeah, so has there been anybody here who that you during your convention time have been able to meet and be like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to meet you?
Well, actually, it was a guy I already had met, Jim Cummings.
Yes.
See, my character spun off out of DuckTales, which is unheard of. Just have a spin-off.
Yes.
But I was in DuckTales, and they wanted me for Darkwing Duck to be the idiot again. And and I did all those shows with Jimmy. I love him, man. But mind you, I moved to Northern California back home, and I haven't seen any of these people in decades. So when I got into the cons, I said, when is Jim coming? When's Jim? And I finally met him last month, and re-met him, and we went out and partied.
That's great.
Wow, I'll tell you, Darkwing and Launchpad had a very good time.
So I'm guessing you've reconnected, exchanged numbers, and now Darkpad and Launchpad are friends.
We're pals again. It really is nice.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
A thing we like to do here on the Milo Beasley Show before we wrap up is what we call the top 5. I'm going to ask you a random question.
It's like a lightning rod?
Yeah, yes. No particular order, but top 5. Now you're in the Radio Hall of Fame. Top 5 tunes.
We're recording here.
Oh, sorry.
Give us that's okay. That's quite all right. Please, don't be upset. Hey, come on back.
Come on back. You can watch.
You
can watch. Yes.
We'll cut that right out.
Yep.
Or maybe we'll leave it in.
So go
ahead.
Are there 5 songs that you just loved to play?
As a DJ?
Yes.
What a rare question. Burnin' Love, Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Honka. I one time played that about 10 times in a row, just to drive people crazy. What? Ding dong, walla walla, bing bang, bing bong.
Oh, that's
the Purple People Leader, Sheb Wooley. You can see I'm a man of great taste.
I think so.
Modern Jazz Quartet and Greensleeves. I don't even know if you can get a copy of that anymore.
Huh.
Almost anything by Frank Sinatra. My idol growing up was Frankie. You Are Marvelous. And what's that, 4?
Yep.
That's 4. And, anything from Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
I just saw it the other night. Milo, I tell you, I have, you talk about patriotism and how we can be stirred by a musical. The last one that I was aware of was 76 Trombones.
Okay.
And that was 76, and it was all very marching band. But this one, the idea of taking the point of view of Alexander Hamilton, who was part Jamaican, so he was partially a man of color, and by this young, unbelievably brilliant composer and playwright, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and to make it a rap history. And it's not just rap, it's hip hop. And he also can write for King George, that funny vaudeville song, and for the girls, for the Schuyler sisters. If you've never heard Hopeless from Hamilton, put your needle, remember that expression, put your needle on that groove. Because, so those are mine.
Fantastic, those are some great ones. I'm gonna have like Burnin' Love stuck in my head all day now.
I feel my temperature rising. You won't have to think of that version. Hey, Milo, thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you so much. Do you have? Are you on the social medias? Do you have the Twitter or anything?
I'm Terrence Sean on Twitter. TERENCESEAN, Terrence Sean. I'm also on Instagram. Terry McDuck.
Terry McDuck.
On Instagram. And Facebook, just Terry McGovern.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, man, I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, so we're going to go hang around Florida SuperCon. We're going to stay inside because it is 112 degrees out there right now. Quite a bit different from Northern California, I imagine.
Oh, my God, you have no idea.
Thanks for watching.
Although we don't have people in wonderful everyday clothes the way they dress here.
This is true.
And sometimes missing items of clothes.
There's a lot. I saw a lot of missing items. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Thank you very much. See you all later, little buddies.
I know you guys have done a ton of interviews and touched upon your careers, but one thing I do want to chat about is Disney.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you guys are big Disneyland.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at these pants. Oh, I didn't even. Those are noticed to denim.
You guys are big Disneyland fanatics,
oh,
right?
Yeah.